Hey, hey, it's Solid Mustang coming at you here. Oh, it's good to be back. It sucks being responsible adult and being promoted. Good to be back. Anyways, I was on with my friend Bob, and he says that this game, Battlefront 3, is going to suck. Quote him, because it doesn't have a campaign, and that Destiny is the greatest game that's ever been made. No. It's still having server problems. Let alone some of the other stuff. The content is really not there. Sorry, Destiny fell a little short. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. Let him live. So, anyway, his big concern on Battlefront 3 was, wait for it, it doesn't have a campaign! Who cares? Really? Are you really that concerned about it? Are you really that concerned about putting 4 or 5 hours into a campaign to complain about it was short? Come on. Because every single, shooter game that has a multiplayer has a short campaign. Why? Because they have to put time and effort in making the multiplayer. So what they did is they focused down the multiplayer. And to quote, Patrick Bach, he said that the numbers bear out that more people play the multiplayer and keep playing the multiplayer than they do the campaign. He is 100% right. He is. That is what the numbers say. And you look at everybody across the board, it's true. Now, that being said, I do think that's cutting the single player a little short. Now, to make a campaign though, in Star Wars, you can come up with a problem. A lot of people say, well, you have all this content. Well, do you? Because there's a problem with all that content. It's all been done. What are you going to do? A Vader apprentice? Well, that's been done. Plus, it wouldn't fit in the game. So, a set of stormtroopers running around, in a group, and well, that's been done. What are you going to do? Are you a bounty hunter running around? Well, that doesn't fit in the game, and again, it just doesn't, when you start sitting there thinking about it, it gets hard. Plus, there's been over 50 Star Wars games that have come out. So that means you have to come up with something new that hasn't been done before, because otherwise, you have to pay somebody in copyright. And you're saying, well, wait a minute, LucasArts gave them the okay to do this. Yes, but LucasArts doesn't hold exclusive rights to a lot of these things. Just like DICE is going to have the rights to this game. Somebody can't make, LucasArts can't go to, I don't know, give me another company, Bungie, and say, hey, Bungie, we want you to make a Star Wars game to compete with this game, that looks like this. It would have to have some differences in it, or you get sued. That's plagiarism and things like that. So, okay, that comes into problems. How do you do that? How do you make this? And Sarah Johansson said, hopefully I'm saying her name right, she's one of the senior producers there at DICE, said that there would be 20 different ways to play Battlefront 3. Different, that includes multiplayer, co-op, and single player. So who knows? I kind of hope that what they have is small missions that take you 45 minutes, an hour, or something like that to complete. Because I would like to see something done in single player that I can do when I don't feel like getting on multiplayer. I don't feel like being that competitive, and just want to kind of like chill out and relax and play some Star Wars. So, what would be a good way to do that? My idea was missions. These small missions that take an hour, 45 minutes, half hour, something like that, whatever. You could take out quotes from the movies and make your missions off of it. Lando once said, what did he say? He said that somebody must have told him about that little maneuver at the Battle of Tanab. What Battle of Tanab? What are you talking about? How did he get control of Cloud City? Now I'm sitting there thinking about it. What about that? Han Solo says, Chewie and I have broken into a lot of places more heavily guarded than this. And Return of the Jedi. Oh, really? Like what? And there's 3 missions right there. You got, you know, he could break into a place, you know, and steal something from the Empire. He could steal something from the Hutt, and he could steal something from the Rebel Alliance. Maybe the Empire, maybe they paid him to, you know, steal something from the Rebels. Maybe that's why he doesn't like the Empire. So, you know, there's stuff like that. You could do something. Boba Fett. Did he just fly his little skiff on over to Jabba the Hutt and that was it? You know, was there nothing else involved? I find that hard to believe. You know, Leia, how did she know where to go to get Han Solo? Yeah, there's another mission. So if you sit there and you start looking through, you can find these little missions, and I think you could do something with them. Now, you know, obviously, with the beta coming out in a week on the 8th of October, which, yes, look for me making a film, making a little movie here about that. I will be doing that that evening. So, trust me, I will be all over that. Ooh, excuse me. So, there are not lots of little things. Things I'm worried about here with the game. First thing is these guys, the heroes. I'm worried about them being too powerful. Having too much power, you're not able to defend yourself. As soon as the guy looks at you, he's going to be able to come get you. You know, that to me, I think that's going to be a little rough that way. The other thing is DICE's history. And this is my biggest concern. So let's take Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 was so glitchy when it came out, I stopped playing it. And I'm like, well, I'll come back to it. After they've patched it and everything else, I never did. Other games came out, other things came up, and I never came back to it. And then, you know, if I were to try, I'm way behind. So, you know, there is something to that. So the game has to come out with a very high quality. Very high quality. So, and that's something I really think that's been lacking. So it's really, really important that it comes out working the way it's supposed to. You know, you're not getting cut out of games. You're getting the points you're supposed to be getting. Servers aren't going down left and right. Now I know there's going to be some. And when you're talking all of a sudden, you know, how do you test for 10 million people all of a sudden getting on the game all at one time? Is there going to be a problem for that? Yeah, I can definitely see there being a problem for that. But if you're having more pre-orders than anybody has ever had in a video game ever, which is where they're at right now and still growing, you better be testing and testing and testing and testing and testing your servers and really putting them through the ringers, and maybe coming up with a new way of doing things so that you can, you know, be prepared for all this. So that's my biggest challenge to DICE, is to make sure that things work the way they're supposed to. That's my big thing. I do hope they put multi-people in the Millennium Falcon. That'd be cool to be one of the gunners at the time. So, and that's my favorite mode I'm looking forward to. So anyways, I'm looking for this game. Look for game video of me on the 8th of October. I am going to be playing some of this. And as always, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it.